According to the United States Declaration of Independence, it states, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Now it states that all men are created equal, but literally speaking, we are not. You see, it's because of our genetics. Genetics plays a major role on what we look like. And because of this, we vary in shapes and sizes. You see, there are 3 different body types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. Now, someone that's an ectomorph is typically skinny. They have a very fast metabolism, and they find gaining weight very difficult. A mesomorph is someone that is typically has an athletic build. They gain muscle easily, but they also gain fat easier than someone that's an ectomorph. And an endomorph is someone who is soft and has a round body, but is very strong, especially in their legs. But they have a very slow metabolism, and it's hard for them to lose weight. Now, even though there are 3 different body types, I found that in the United States, being overweight is a huge issue. 70.7 adults are considered overweight, and out of that 70.7 adults, 37.9 of them are considered obese. So we already mentioned that some people are more prone to gain weight because of their body type. But just because you're overweight doesn't mean that it's impossible to lose weight. And also, does that mean just because you are overweight that it's impossible to be healthy? Well, you're going to meet a gentleman that actually will talk about those struggles and what he did to conquer that struggle.
My name is Joseph Booker, aka Joby, aka DJ Showtime. I reside in Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm 28 years old, and I am currently, my occupation is corporate security for a pharmaceutical giant known as Novartis.
Joby lives about 5 minutes from his gym, and instead of getting in his car and driving there like most people would do, he walks. He must cross a major highway in order to get to his gym, Retro Fitness. But just like most people, we all have a starting point, and Joby explains his.
Well, way back from when I was younger, I've always had a lot of strength. It's always been one of my main things is being strong. I always wanted to be the strongest person in my circle. And for a while, I was able to maintain that, that reputation. But as I got older, I realized I had the strength, but I didn't have the look and nothing like that at all. So I would work out with some of the football players in school, stay strong. But as I got older, it started to really have an effect on me that I was gaining the strength, but I didn't have the look at all.
Now, just for the record, there have been plenty athletes that's, let's just say, on the thicker side that have been successful. Guys such as Prince Fielder, Shaquille O'Neal, and Hafthor Bjornsson. I'm pretty sure I butchered that guy's name. But they didn't allow not having a look to keep them from accomplishing their goals.
So as time went on, I continued to lift and kind of stay basic. But what really catapulted me to the next level is actually when my father had his stroke. When he had his stroke, that scared me, because my father was pretty much in decent shape, I would say, much better shape than me. And so after that happened, it automatically said to me, "You next." That's the first thing I thought, and I didn't want to be next. So the thing I said I had to do, I had to kick open that door and take my fitness to the next level, and that's what I did. I started watching what I eat, the stuff I was eating. I started watching my routines got different. Just my environment in the whole just changed completely because of that. Because I didn't want to end up like my father. I wanted to, take the stress away from my wife and also my mother, who was also thinking that it was going to happen to me too. So it just changed. So as I continued to grow, I started surrounding myself with the right people. There's one gentleman, his name is Juan Carlos, we call him JC. He's the one that really kind of kicked me right through the door, and he goes by the man known as Love the Process, and so when I started with him, he said, if you really want to be successful, you have to literally start to love the things you used to hate, and number one, your why has to be bigger than your goal. And once he told me that, it changed everything. So I started to, change my format a little bit differently. He started giving me meal plans I should start working with. He gave me he kind of catered my workout regimen a little bit differently. And he just said, just stick to these basic principles and you'll be fine. And then from that point on, I took off. It was no turning back. And I could say that's pretty much like my fitness journey. That's where it started from literally just being strong, not doing anything about it, just having the strength. My father having a stroke, it was like literally a dead zone between being strong and my father having a stroke. I was like dormant in between that point in time. It was just like kind of stagnant, not really doing anything. The way he had a stroke, I took off, and it changed everything for me. I heard somebody coming after my neck. What was his name? I forgot his name, but he's coming after me. What was his name? Ronald? I think I heard of him. I ran him out of Jersey. He don't want to work out down here no more. He heard about the type of destruction I was causing here in Jersey City, so I got to get out of town. That's right, the whole city was burning when he left. And I was standing there in the middle with an 80-pound dumbbell. Whew.
Being overweight, and especially obese, potentially puts your health in danger. You can receive such things as high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, joint problems, sleep apnea, cancer, metabolic syndrome, and psychosocial effects. But when you focus on the benefits of having a healthy lifestyle, it'll help motivate you into making those necessary changes.
It's benefited me in a lot of ways, man. I mean, it definitely helped my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I feel better standing next to my beautiful wife. And not only that, this actually happened earlier this week. Because of my diet plan, I've officially gotten off of all blood pressure medicine. This is something that plagues all, especially black young men. I'm officially off of it because of having such a clean and healthy lifestyle and continue to stay, fit, so to speak, or active. And I think not only that has it helped me from then, and I lost a ton of weight. I was once topped out at 355, and now I currently stand at 306. And I got pictures, man, and I looked at those pictures and I almost asked, I even asked my wife sometimes, like, why were you even attracted to me? I'm looking at it like, wives are, I love you for you, not for your look. But mentally in the back of my mind, I said, there's no way in the world she'd be attracted to this guy. And I looked at those pictures and it really changed. I said, now I just can't do it for myself. I gotta do it for my wife. I gotta do it for my family. And also I gotta do it for what I love the most, is my ministry and my congregation, because I can't do nothing being unhealthy. Ronald said he was coming for me. If you want to be the best, you gotta come after the best, right? Yeah, buddy. Come on, let's go in.
So what are your fitness goals?
My fitness goals right now, I would say weight goal is about 270. I want to be that around, but was between 15 to 17% body fat. I want to maximize my strength while losing weight. I think that's something that people view would be impossible, but I've been doing it already. For example, when I was at 355, my max bench was 435. I got down to 306 and my max went up to 500. So did my squat. So I'm trying to continue to maximize my strength while losing as much fat as possible. But the ultimate goal, 270 and about 15% body fat. That'll be my goal.
Now, to some people, those fitness goals that Joby just mentioned may seem unattainable, but it is not impossible. As you already saw, he lost quite a bit of weight, and he's still planning on losing some more weight. So if you're one of those thick people that are having trouble trying to lose weight, or even trying to get started, here's some advice on how you can get started.
What advice would I give those who are trying to live a healthier lifestyle? First and foremost, ask yourself why you want to live a healthier lifestyle. If it's a temporary goal, change your goal. Because once you achieve that, you're going to go right back to where you were before. Your goal has to be something long term. Mine was living for my wife and my family and for my ministry. And that's long term. So therefore, my process of staying fit or staying healthy is long term. I saw a documentary called Food Matters. And I recommend if anybody's trying to change their process or change their lifestyle, definitely take a look at that. One thing I learned, they said people with a clean lifestyle and the clean eating habits, when they ingest food, it's on its way out within 15 to 20 hours. Person with a clean diet. But they said people that eat processed foods, stuff that's not high in fiber, saturated fat, starches, the typical foods that you see displayed on television, on billboards, they said it takes upwards of 48 to maybe 72 hours to fully digest in your system before it's on its way out. So you think about that. So today's Friday, so we go out to eat tonight and have a good time tonight and get some food that we're not supposed to be eating. That food is going to still be in our system on Monday when we go back to work. That's something to think about. When you think about facts like that, it kind of helps you with your whole healthy lifestyle. Like, we don't want that, so you do everything necessary to change it. And if you seriously want to be healthy, you literally have to just completely change the people you're around. You gotta be with people that's willing to support what you're trying to do and get yourself a powerful team. I think that's one of the best things to do. You can't do it by yourself. Everyone needs encouragement. Even Jesus needed encouragement. So who are we to say we don't need encouragement? It's something to succeed at a goal. So we have a goal in mind. We gotta surround ourselves with the right people that helps to make sure that we stay on the right track and do what we have to do. This is my girl Ala. She's been rocking in the gym for a long time.
A long time.
Now Ala, tell me, what keeps you motivated when you come to the gym?
What keeps me motivated?
Yeah.
I'm young, so I want to show others, like people my age, that they can also do it. Because I believe in I can believe you can do anything you want to do. Like, it's possible. Anything is possible.
And one of the things I like about her, she's one of the very few women in the gym that's actually clanged and banged with me when I was going heavy. And ever since then, I've gained so much respect for this girl because she stepped up, she wasn't scared, she loved the process, and she's been doing it all by herself. You don't have a lot of women sometimes that do it by themselves at all.
Absolutely, you gotta love the process.
You gotta love the process.
You have to love the process.
Get yourself a team, baby.